What's poppin' YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. This video right here, we're talking about if you have a Gemini Venus. And I'll pause for the cause. If you don't know what your Venus sign is, if you're just starting off the journey of self-love, self-knowledge, self-awareness, if you don't know too much about astrology or numerology, when it comes to astrology, I have a couple of videos and I'll put the link in the description. You're gonna have to watch them first so you become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about in this video. So if you looked at your birth chart or your natal chart and you realize you're a Venus in Gemini, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's get it popping, shall we? So you already know, before I start, I'm gonna give y'all a list of some celebrities so y'all can visually see what Venus and Gemini people look like and act like in reality. So to start off, we have Jennifer Lopez, Megan Fox, your boy Tupac, Adele, Nelson Mandela, Naomi Campbell, Mike Tyson, Dwayne Johnson, Kendrick Lamar, Malcolm X, Missy Elliott, Venus Williams, and Lil Kim. So now, boom, Venus and Gemini. To start off, Venus represents what your planet. Venus represents what you're attracted to. Venus represents love, beauty, harmony. Also represents luxury. So also represents, you can find out how you go about making money and how you go about the way you spend money, how you attract money into your life. So Venus is basically the planet of love and relationships. So having your Venus in Gemini, that means that the way that you express your love language is going to be through the lens or the vibration of Gemini energy. Now the way that Venus signs work, so your sun sign is going to be only 2 signs away, or two signs after that sign, or 2 signs before it. So Venus in Gemini, you're going to have either a Gemini sun, or a Cancer sun, or a Leo sun, or a Taurus sun, or Aries sun. So either Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Cancer. Oh my God. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. It's gonna be either one of those 5 sun signs. I'm sorry, I'm making that shit hella complicated. So yeah, Venus and Gemini. To start off, what I first think about, what you have to know to date one. I'm gonna give y'all like advice on how to date one, because y'all have a bad rep. Like, people don't understand y'all at all. Like, I don't understand. To me, y'all are very easily to understand. Y'all are very easy to get along with, because I have a Venus in Aquarius. I'm also an air sign Venus. So I feel y'all 100%. I know why y'all do what y'all do. I can resonate with y'all a lot. But a lot of people that are not about that life, that are not built like that, really don't understand y'all. So I'm going to use this time to really explain to people how y'all made up, how y'all built, and if they are able to handle you in a relationship. So first thing you have to know, getting with a Venus and Gemini, is they need, pay attention, because this is like imperative to know. They need constant stimulation mentally. Like, you have to know how to use your mouth. I said use your mouth. Use your mouth. You have to know how to talk, how to converse, how to conversate, have interesting conversations. You have to be smart. You have to know how to talk and communicate. You have to know how to talk and communicate. Gemini, you already know Gemini is is ruled by the 3rd house. The 3rd house is about communication. Geminis love to talk. They're ruled by the twins, so they have like multiple personalities, but you just have like a lot of energy when it comes to the communication aspect. So you have to know how to talk, and you have to be very interesting. You have to be somebody that they can learn from. And I said this in my Gemini moon video, that they are sapiosexual. And sapiosexual basically means, for those who don't know, somebody that's attractive, that is sexually attracted to somebody's intellect, somebody's mind. So understand this. If the person you have a crush on, the person you're dating, is a Venus and Gemini, you yourself have to be interesting. You have to be able to like teach them something. You have to be knowledgeable in something. I'm not saying you have to read the whole dictionary front and back and like be an Einstein or whatever. You just have to be the type of person that likes to also learn, that likes to have fun, as in like is lighthearted, like air. Gemini is air is light, Air is not heavy like water. It's not like all emotional and deep and intense like that, like water. Air is light. Air likes to be free. Air likes to have fun. And Geminis like to learn. They are very, very curious. So they're always asking questions. Like Aries is like the baby. So Gemini is like the child. So remember, child are always asking questions. So you, in order to be able to sustain a relationship with a Gemini Venus, you have to be interesting. You have to be smart in something. They have to ask you a question and you have to answer it with like, you have to be good at communicating and answering their questions, and like teaching them something is like the perfect way to get to Gemini's heart. In my last video, my Taurus Venus video, I talked about how sex and food and good company gets to a Taurus heart. With Gemini, your mind, your intellect, your brain is what gets to their heart. They're not really worried about your physicalness, your physical ways, your physical looks like an Aries Venus. They care only about what's going on in your mind, because all they care about is how they can express themselves with words. They can talk, they can explore things, they could learn things, they're curious about things, ask questions. And as your partner, they want you to be able to keep up with that. You have to be the type that is always like analyzing things, always asking questions yourself, always seeking answers yourself. And you have to be interesting. Like, you have to be interesting. You cannot be boring. You have to be interesting. This is why if you're not about that life, Earth sign Venuses, and when I say that, because like Earth sign Venuses, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, they're very stable. And being stable means that you have a set plan. You kind of do the same mundane thing every time. You're very steady. You're very like, you know what's going to happen every single step of the way. With the Gemini Venus and Air sign Venus in general, every single day is a brand new day. It's a brand new day of exploring something. It's a brand new day of learning something. It's a brand new day of just experiencing life to the fullest. Like, their freedom is very, very important to them. You cannot tie down a Gemini. Like Taurus Venus, in my last video, I talked about how they like to possess their partner and have that partner for themselves, and they take care of the partner, but they're all about having that partner for themselves. Yeah, Gemini is not going to fuck with that at all. You cannot tie down somebody that needs to explore, that it's in their nature to socialize. And I'll talk about that socializing aspect, because y'all have a bad rep too when it comes to socializing. But you can't tie down somebody when it's in their nature to want to be curious, to want to explore, to want to learn, to want to talk, to want to just like be free. Like, the air is free, so you can't tie them down like that. So understand that the more you try to tie them down, that's the more they try to break away from you. So the secret, because you can cuff a Gemini Venus. Any single sign can be in a relationship, because y'all have a rep that y'all can't be in relationships. Y'all always cheaters. Y'all don't like being in monogamous relationships, yada yada. All that's because the people that you're trying that with, the people that are accusing you of these things, are not about that life. And by that means they're not interesting. They're not stimulating your mind a lot. They're just like doing the mundane, boring thing. So understand that Gemini Venus, you have to be interesting. When it comes to like going on dates, one date could be Netflix and chill, but the next date should not be Netflix and chill. The next date should be like going to the movies, and then the next date should be like going bowling. The next date should be like, you have to like give them things that they're always learning something new, because they're all about variety. Now, it's a lot to ask for. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a lot. I could understand why some people are like, damn, like they need stimulation. Like, I'm not their source of entertainment. I'm not supposed to be just stimulating somebody. Like, it's a lot to ask for, because remember, they're twins. They have two personalities, kind of thing. Everything's about duality, and like the way they run their world, the way they run their energy, the way that their mind works. They look at everything in duality. Everything is in twos. That means that sometimes they feel like, I need to be in a relationship, and then all of a sudden, like, something goes in their head, like, damn, I need to be free. Like, everything about them is all in twos and duality. So they have to have a constant need or constant pull of mental stimulation, of information going inside their mind, of their mind just working and being stimulated. And if you want to be that person in their life, if you want to date them, you have to bring that to the table. You have to bring that to the table. I cannot stress that enough. Because what will happen if you don't bring that to the table? Being an air sign Venus, you know how fast air moves? Air moves like Air flows, air just moves the way it wants to move. You can't hold air together. They're gonna be out of here. And when it comes to air sign Venus and fire Venuses, when they leave relationships, they're just, because they're so all about exploring things, very curious, all about living life and being free. When they move on, it's like, all right, that experience didn't work. New experience, I'm gonna forget about the old one because like I'm moving on and life is just continuing. I like to, and you know how Geminis like to bounce around because they're very flaky and they're also very good at multitasking. So they're really good at just like, that didn't work, I'm gonna go on to this and like, you know, see how this is because I'm curious about this. And once that starts getting mundane and boring and doesn't stimulate my mind anymore, then I'm gonna go for something else that stimulates my mind. Because air signs in general understand that we live in a world full of people. So if they're with you and you're not fulfilling them by not like showing them something, if they feel like I'm like stagnant in this situation, I'm missing out on information, I'm missing out on excitement, because excitement is very important for Gemini Venuses, air sign and fire Venuses in general. But excitement, you have to always keep them like, they have to always be learning something, basically. Like they have to always be learning something or talking about something intellectual or just communicating something. Their mind is always working. So you need somebody that they can communicate that with. And that person could bounce off ideas, and they could be like, they're like the best friend, homie, homegirl type relationship kind of thing. Like somebody they could like just be friends with, and y'all could just share ideas, and then that's your girl, that's your man. Like y'all just like have that kind of relationship. Like y'all just like cool like that. Very like, communication is always open, always key. So he's like, you just have that connection of, I could tell you everything, you could tell me anything. We just share ideas and we just share life because we're just like both exploring. We're both like trying to find like the best of life, trying to find things that are new, interesting, that are different. We're just all about learning something different. We're not all about going home after work, staying in the crib, playing the game all day, eating, and that's it. We're not all about, they're not all about just doing the mundane everyday thing, like that stableness. Like they're not really, that's why they're flighty, because being stable is kind of boring to Gemini Venus. So understand that if you're not about that life, if you're all about planning things out every single day, like making sure you're doing the same mundane thing, Earth sign Venus, if you're like really like practical like that, you're gonna see that Gemini Venus is not really gets you mad, because they're just not like that. It's not in their nature to do the same thing every day. They need variety. They have to keep themselves stimulated. So they need variety. It has to happen, or else they're gone. Like, and it's not their fault, it's their nature. So you're watching this video, if you're with a Venus and Gemini, you have no excuse to not know what you have to do to keep them interested. And if this is a lot of work for you, if it's like, damn, like I'm not about that life, then you know that you shouldn't date this person. Y'all could be friends and all that, but you know that if you're going to get in a relationship with a Venus and Gemini, you have to provide them with something that stimulates their mind constantly. I'm going to keep stressing that point, because people be giving y'all a bad rep. People be talking hella shit about y'all Geminis, and I don't understand why. Because like, to me, that's like the best relationship. Like somebody that you could like, because I myself love to learn, love to like talk, conversate, and communicate about intellectual things about life, learning and all that. So having a partner that's the same way, and y'all could both share that, like share those information, and y'all both are not like worried about like the clingy mundaneness of relationships. Y'all just all about being free, but sharing that with each other. That's like perfect for Gemini Venus. Like that's understand that you have to be the type that also loves to just like be free, be confident, and just loves to like share information. Now also Gemini Venuses, y'all do like to get fresh. Y'all like to dress. Y'all like to change your look a lot. It's all about, because y'all mutable, so y'all very good at like fitting in situations and like changing yourself and like blending in, but also at the same time using your own personality to like get people to like you, because y'all have a magnetic like pull to people, because Gemini is the gift of gab. Y'all know how to talk. Y'all very social. Air signs are social. Y'all can relate to low-key anybody. You could just get in a conversation with anybody, and like they will feel your energy as in like, this person is a really cool person. Like they will feel like Y'all really relatable. Like you're just really good at like talking to people and learning about people because you're really curious about everybody around you. So the best way to learn about everybody around you is to conversate with them and talk with them. So if you're a partner like a water sign Venus that really likes to have their partner to themselves and doesn't like their partner out like socializing a lot, because Geminis have a tendency, and air sign Venuses are the same way, to flirt all the time. And flirting to somebody could be something different to the person that's flirting. And I say this as in like, a person that's flirting in his head and her head is like, I'm just talking, I'm just being myself. I know I'm attractive, whatever, but I'm just being myself, and I'm just like, communicating, I'm conversing, I'm just like trying to learn about different things. But to another person looking at that person flirting, that person always talking to somebody. He's always in somebody's face. Like, he's always flirting. They're always trying to get somebody's like attention. So if you're also an air sign Venus or a fire Venus, because those air and fire go perfectly together. So the best matches for y'all is an Aries Venus, a Sagittarius Venus, or Leo Venus, or a Gemini Venus, Aquarius Venus, or a Libra Venus. And that'll be like harmony, because y'all speak similar love languages. This is why I always say, before you get in a relationship, look at the chart so you know what to expect. There's no excuses for you to be in a relationship that's not fulfilling you, because you should know yourself first through your chart and know what I need. So being a Gemini Venus, you should know that, all right, I need a partner that can stimulate my mind. I need a partner that is all about freedom, about being free and exploring the world, and being all about like just about having excitement a lot. Be very exciting, very spontaneous. Spontaneity is very important for Gemini Venus. You have to keep them on their toes by doing different things every day. Like I said, don't Netflix and chill today and then Netflix and chill on the next date, because they can expect, all right, the next time we're going to be together, we're going to Netflix and chill. Like, once that happens, like once they stop asking questions, once they stop becoming curious about you, that's when they get bored. So to keep them interested, you have to be spontaneous. You have to do things that make them like, word, that's what he did, that's what she did. I'm very interested. I'm gonna start asking questions. I want to learn more. I want to be around that person a lot. We did this today, and the next time we're gonna do that. Like, it's all about variety. They like to taste different experiences in life. It's not all about the mundane, which is why also y'all have a rep for, like, they say, like, Geminis being the twins, they always want to have like two partners, or just everything is in two. The reason why that is because like one of your twins might like this person, but then your other twin is like, damn, I feel like I'm missing out on something. So I want to add somebody else to the mix so they can like stimulate. Like I said, it's a lot of work to keep somebody stimulated if you're not an interesting person. But if you're an interesting person and you also have like a broad mind, you're open-minded, and you love to have fun, Gemini Venus is the perfect person for you. They're like their homies and the homegirls of like your relationship. You're gonna have a best friend as a relationship, as your girl, as your man. Like, that's, to me, is like a perfect relationship, because I'm an air sign Venus. So y'all need an air sign Venus or a fire Venus, because that's what keeps the excitement alive, and that's what will make you feel in harmony when you're dating somebody. So I hope there's no confusion that y'all always talking shit about Gemini Venuses, that they hoes and they're not stable and they're flighty. Even though all that is true, except for that hoes part. Not all of them are hoes, but just that they love variety so much and they're so curious. Even curious to the point that they might like even try the opposite sex or the same sex. They might like even like, they're all about just tasting things and trying things. They might even like flirt with the same sex just to see how it is. And like everything about them is all about being curious, asking questions, and experiencing things. That's all. That's what they do. Like, Gemini, Mercury is the fastest planet, so their energy when it comes to love, like, that's what they do. When it comes to money, you know how Geminis are multitaskers. They can like generate money having multiple sources of income. They could have that duality aspect, as in one day or one phase they'll be like saving money, they won't spend anything, and all of a sudden the other twin will come out. It's like, man, you got hella money in the bank, bro. Let's still spend that shit real quick. And they like just splurge all of the way. Like, they're really like duality like that with money. Either they're like really saving it and they're really saving it and they're really doing that, or they're just like spending it quickly. But when it comes to money, they're just really good at at selling things, at communicating with it, communicating people. Gift of gab. They could finesse if you're not really careful. You could finesse people, but like I said in my videos, if you don't know by now, everything you give out to the universe comes back to you. So you want to finesse people, it's gonna come back to you the same way you're giving out. So you have the talent to really like live life and explore life and be curious about life, and opportunities come to you all the time where you're always like taking it because you're like just curious about it. So understand your nature before you get in another relationship, before you break hearts, because y'all do be breaking hearts, because y'all be getting in relationships with people that expect you to be stagnant, that expect you to be like still in one spot, that there's gonna be happy family, all this yada yada stuff. But even though you're built to explore life, to be spontaneous, to just like have a variety of different tastes and different like experiences and different types of knowledge, because y'all all about teaching. Opposite sign of you guys is Sagittarius. I say you're all about teaching. You're all about learning. Sagittarius, the opposite sign, is all about teaching. That's the philosopher. That's all about teaching about, spiritual knowledge, the philosophy. Sagittarius is about teaching. Y'all about learning. So you need somebody that can always stimulate your mind, spark your interest, keep y'all on your toes, that keeps you guessing and keeps you curious about that person. And that's what you're sexually attracted to, somebody's mind, sapiosexual. So that was my video on Gemini Venus. I hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is going to be on the Cancer Venus, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you subscribe to my channel, you already know I fuck with y'all heavy. We growing hella fast. Like, it's actually really crazy. And I appreciate all y'all for real, because I really put my heart into this. If you haven't subscribed, though, go ahead and handle that one time for your boy. Drink your water, mind your business, and be safe out here. It's your boy, Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'ma see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.